since a young age, I've been fascinated by the idea of love. The idea of surrendering ourselves to one another, to better ourselves, is remarkable. But as I got older, and the experiences that I've had, it made it difficult to determine if love was real or just a fantasy. Do we all have someone out there for us? Or do we go our whole lives believing that there is, but never find it? It makes you think that love is so unattainable to the point where you think you don't deserve it in the first place. You later come to terms with being alone and to never be fully understood. At least that's what I felt. Until I met you. I won't sit here and say you instantly made me feel those butterflies in my stomach, or it was love at first sight, because I believed love was all just smoke and mirrors. At that time, I was struggling with a lot of personal battles within myself. The feelings of never being enough, or felt as if I was only as good as what people made me out to be. But that changed on our 5th date. If you remember, we went to a cheap-ass Mexican restaurant just outside of the city. And after, we went back to my apartment and watched Insidious, which is one of the greatest horror movies of all time, I might add. But as we laid there, snuggled up against each other in silence, that voice in my head was blaring how this wouldn't last, and that I don't deserve to have someone as beautiful as you. You later sat up and looked at me, as if you could hear that battle taking place. You then asked, "What's wrong?" And I've heard this from so many people and usually just brush it off with a, "Oh, nothing," or "I'm fine." But when I looked into your eyes, it was as if you unlocked this chain holding my true emotions inside. And before I could even contain it, every thought, feeling, and emotion just came rushing out. I remember the last thing I said was, "What if it's too late for me to change and be the person I've always wanted to be?" And before I could even finish, you reached for my chest, placing your hand over my heart. You smiled and said, "As long as this is beating, it's never too late." Even though right after we kissed and finished our movie, I finally got that sense of understanding that I've been searching for my entire life. And shortly after, I realized that it wasn't the only thing I felt. It was love. Once I took you home, I came back, sat at my desk, and began to record this message. And if you're listening to this right now, look at your left hand. There should be a gorgeous diamond ring on it. Because tonight is the night I realized that the person that deserved that ring was you. You've shown me so much more in a few dates than anyone has in my entire life. And I hope that every day from here on out, I can give you that same understanding that you showed me. The last thing I wanted to say is just thank you. Thank you for finally showing me that love is real and that it's never too late. Thank you. I love you.